Welcome to the introduction to the Learning Skills module. It's crucial that you have excellent learning skills. This will enable you to succeed in your studies and your work and your personal life. This might include learning a new skill such as some kind of sport or some gardening or cooking, but most of all it will help you succeed in work and in studies. The module aims are to ensure that you have the opportunity to develop, practice and gain feedback on your learning skills. It will also help you manage your own learning. At the end of the module, you will be expected to demonstrate a knowledge and understanding of different approaches to learning, learning styles and how we learn. It will enable you with guidance to analyse questions and assignments in order to provide appropriate responses and gain excellent marks. This module will also help you identify your strengths and weaknesses and develop a study plan and a learning action plan. This module provides you with a package of resources. There are plenty of presentations in PowerPoint, but most importantly there are a number of web resources that you must access. Within these web resources there are lots of different learning activities, video clips, bibliographies. It's important that you do access these web links from the PowerPoint. There are 5 key presentations. This one that you're participating at the moment, an introduction. The second one gets you to reflect on your personal learning. Number 3 looks at a range of different learning styles and helps you to identify your preferred ways of learning. The 4th module goes into detail a number of skills for learning. Many of these are going to be accessed through web links and video clips. Lastly, session 5 looks at planning for your future learning so that you become an even more effective learner. As part of all of this module, all 5 parts of the module, it's recommended that you keep a personal learning journal or diary to reflect on your personal development, your learning from the module, your link between your academic studies and your work. So, what are learning skills? You'll see on this PowerPoint there's a definition of learning, which is the act of gaining knowledge, and skills, which is about a special ability. And we're talking here about a special ability and acquiring the ability to learn. And all learning skills effective learning skills make the acquisition of skills possible. We learn all of the time. We learn from the time we're born to the time we die. We learn most of the time actively, like learning to walk, riding a bike, using a computer. But most of the time we concentrate on what we're learning, how we're riding, rather than how we're riding the bike and how we're learning it. But developing learning skills will enhance your achievements through becoming an effective learner. Why are you learning at all? Why do students want to learn? We learn for a variety of reasons. We learn because we need the skills and knowledge in our work, but we also learn because we might need the qualification. We learn academic studies, again, because we've done maybe well in the past, or maybe we've got an interest in taking it. We learn for all different sorts of personal reasons, but mainly it's a chance to prove that we can do it and to develop. Within the social context, we learn a range of sports, activities and interests to improve the quality of our lives. And most of all, learning makes us independent. Why are you embarking on a programme of learning? It'd be interesting to reflect in your personal journey while you're doing that. There's been much debate about the perceived divide between academic and vocational education. Academic mainly refers to university, schooled qualifications, formal qualifications, which is about concepts, maybe history, geography type of qualifications, versus vocational training, which often focus on gaining a skill. Much divide over these subjects. However, the essence is that they're not mutually exclusive. To actually become a computer engineer or a nurse, you both need academic and vocational skills to gain a depth of knowledge. However, all students need learning to become effective learners. You need the skills in both education and training contexts. We often talk about there are more than one type of learning. Benjamin Bloom identified 3 different domains: the cognitive, the affective, and the psychomotor, which could also be called the knowledge, attitude, or skills, physical skills of developing learning. Today, most professional bodies, perhaps yours, define a range of competencies which identify these knowledge, skills, and attitudes to reach a required standard to be registered, perhaps as an architect, as an engineer, as a nurse. Again, the acquisition of learning skills are crucial to achieving these competencies. So what are learning skills? There are a variety of skills that will enhance your learning, and these include academic writing, critical thinking, analysis and reflection. The key to getting excellent marks in studies is this: your ability to analyse and reflect on what you've learned. You need good time management. Without it, you're not going to be able to manage your week, your day, to get good results. How good is your reading and note making? To be an effective learner, you need to work in groups, give presentations, and write good reports. Research skills are crucial. How do you ensure that you've got the depth of research needed for your studies? Another learning skill is listening, interpersonal skills and communication. Employers these days demand numeracy, maths and statistics. How good is your information literacy skills, which includes computers, electronic learning? Most qualifications require some kind of test or exam, so you need good revision skills as well as exam techniques, and the ability to fulfil the requirement of assessment with their assessment skills. And with much academic study, you need to be able to reference it. Make sure that you access this learning video clip, and this clarifies the need for excellent learning skills. If you have excellent learning skills, it will also make you more employable. For example, in a student employability profile report, this report, which you can access, defines the requirements of graduates from a variety of professions. The extract on this PowerPoint shows the profile that business management graduates will typically need. This is from businesses who are actually employing graduates into the business management field. Look at the list. They're all learning skills: critical thinking, problem solving, communications and ICT, numeracy and literacy, time management, collaborative and teamwork learning, and have a leadership and team building influence. And lastly, to be effective at listening, negotiating and persuading. If you look at this list, there's not much knowledge in this list. What employers are looking for from graduates are these lists of skills that will make them effective in work. This is the first activity for the introduction to learning skills. Throughout the module, there'll be a number of activities. Record these activities in your learning journal or your worksheet. Good luck with the rest of the module. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thank you.